Good evening with Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Now, the fourth Sagicor General BCA T20 quarterfinal match between Home Improvement and Hardware Supplies Maple and ESAFU Pickwick is currently underway at Kensington Oval. The winner will join Sagicor Life UWI, Crane Resort St. Catherine and Counterpoint Wanderers in the semis. Now, let's get our usual live update from our man at the Oval, Sean Green.
Okay, thank you very much, Anne-Marie. 70 for 5 after 16 overs. That represents the score of Home Improvement Hardware Supplies Maple, who actually won the toss and decided to bat first against ASAFU Pickwick here at Kensington Oval. Of course, this is the final of the quarterfinals of the T20 competition. And just to give you an idea of how things have gone, actually that 70 for 5 represents a recovery. Actually, at the halfway stage, they were actually 35 for 5. And before that, they were 29 for 5. And early wickets going, Collis Worrell, he went for 1. Darrell Babb, he made 3. Shane Paris made 7. And Dario Cummings, he made 7 as well. And Kimar Roach, sending himself up the order, came in early and he left early as well. He made just 6 runs. So that is the position right now. 70 for 5 in the course of the 17th over. Still 70 for 5. At the wicket, we have Mario Albert. He is not out on 15, and that is from 29 balls. And with him is Dominic Drakes, the son of Vasbert Drakes. He's batting with him. He's on 22. Batting a bit quicker. He's on 22 from 23 balls. Quite a few drop catches, and this is something that we've been seeing, Anne-Marie, throughout the competition this week, with maybe the fielders having problems picking up the balls in the lights. I don't know, but lots of drop catches. We saw one just before you came to me. So it really should have been 70 for 6. But hey, they're still batting on. 70 for 5 represents somewhat of a recovery. Hopefully when you come back to me, we'll have an innings wrap on the first innings. Maple batting first against ASAFU Pickwick from Kensington Oval. I'm Sean Green.
Well, thank you, Sean. Maple seem to be in a bit of a trouble, but we'll see how that goes a little later. Now, last night, Wanderers advanced to the semi-finals after a 3-wicket win over Police. Batting first, Police reached 132 for 7 in their 20 overs. Wanderers reached their target in the final over of the game, with opening batsman Richard Graves top scoring with 59 and the hard-hitting Rashawn Primus 56 from just 29 balls to get them over the line. Again, CBC Sean Green reports.
Police won the toss and decided to bat first. Dario Sargent lost his wicket early, bowled by Diego Stewart for 7. Richard Graves, his opening partner, carried on, pulling Stewart high over mid-wicket. Massive shot. A slower ball attempted and pulled behind square, this time along the turf into the ropes. Michael Eardgard came on and took care of Jamar Yearwood, bowled behind his back for just 2. Graves giving himself room and slapping through the covers, beating the diving fielders and into the covers for 4. Williams hitting this one back to the bowler, caught on board by Chad Clark Reefer, is 56 for 3. Larry Babb joined Graves and these two stayed at the crease for a while. That's a biggie, 6 runs. And Graves brought up his 50 in 44 balls as Police went on to make 132 for 7 in their 20 overs. Jason Grassman Green for Wanderers had his stumps uprooted for 11. It's 14 for 1 early in the innings. Jonathan Drakes getting off the mark sweetly with a beautifully timed shot off the legs for 4. Shane Mosley, after surviving a scare, didn't survive here, caught behind for 9, 27 for 2. Craig Brathwaite was next to go, slapping this one too long on. Oops, drop. No, he's got it. Yes, he does. Drake's hitting this full toss straight down the throat of the fielder at long on. He made 17, it's 52 for 4. Big hitting Rashawn Primus, not hanging about, swatting this one between the Hall and Griffith and Cigar Food Sobers Pavilion for 6. Dario Stewart this time cashed it in. He wanted a piece of the pie and he took a big bite. Same over and a chance in the deep. That's dropped. Oh, 4 more. Larry Babb to Stewart and is pulled straight to deep mid-wicket. He made 11 from 9. It's 78 for 5. But Primus was still there, driving over cover for flat 6. This time from the opposite end, Stefan Giddings goes for a ride high over the ropes at long off for half of a dozen. Babb to Primus and Primus goes big, big, big. That's out of here. And this is how he brought up his 50 in grand style. Wanderers now needing 11 from 7. Eardgard launching into the final over, straight down the ground. That's a mighty hit, reaching 133 for 7 to win by 3 wickets. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Now, Wilkie Cumberbatch are the Bycoat Primary School's champions after defeating Sharon Primary 1-0 at the National Stadium today in the final of the football competition. The win meant Wilkie went unbeaten throughout the entire tournament, which allowed them to raise the trophy. Meanwhile, in the third place playoff, St. Giles defeated St. Jude's 2-1. Again, Sean Green reports.
Third place playoff between St. Giles in the yellow and St. Jude's. And early in the contest, St. Giles were on the attack as Revere Cottle tries his luck, but the ball goes wide. St. Giles once again on the attack, and pressure caused a back pass that the keeper couldn't control, allowing Cottle to get a chance which he buried in the 10th minute. St. Jude's trying to fight their way back into the contest through a free kick. It was good, but not enough steam on it, so the keeper had it covered as the first half ended 1-0 to St. Giles. Second half action, and St. Jude stepped up their pursuit with a long pass into the box, but the two players didn't seem to want the ball, allowing the keeper to take it easy. St. Giles, however, continued to press and were well organized in the midfield, and young Cottle was showing his worth, getting off the shot to cause the keeper some trouble. St. Jude's, however, would draw one back in the 36th minute from a header from Dante Gill, but it was all too late as St. Giles won 2-1. So to the final, where Wilkie Cumberbatch and the Green were up against Sharon Primary, and Wilkie did the early passing, and this one comes across the goal but behind the player, and he couldn't get to it. On the second attempt, the keeper stood his ground firmly. Then look at this move from captain Raju Clark Hunt, wiggling his way through the defense, but Wilkie couldn't finish off the move as Sharon held their defense, forcing an offside call. Sharon had the defense locked and tried their luck via a free kick, as this one narrowly goes wide. They then tried their luck from a corner but couldn't navigate it past the near post, going wide once more as it ended 0-0 in the first half. Second half, and Wilkie picked up where they left off with some good passing which opened the space but just couldn't hit the target. Sharon once again from a set piece, and Wilkie's goalie comes good with a diving save. But near misses were big in this game, and Wilkie, well, there were the chiefs out of that as they hit the sidebar on this attack once more. But Wilkie's motto, we persevere, we succeed. So it took to the final minute to see the breakthrough, where Jean-Luc Stout bundles it in to give Wilkie the crown as primary school football champions. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
And coming up after the break, the West Indies cricket gets a pay cut from the ICC.
How does Omega XL reduce inflammation?
Omega XL is very effective at controlling pain associated with inflammation.
The studies show great results time and time again for people with joint pain.
If you walk around with pain, it's creating damage. Your blood vessels, your kidneys, possibly your brain.
Fight back. Get rid of pain and inflammation with Omega XL.
Get your Omega XL today. Live long, stay strong with Omega XL.
Community Files.
If you want to replace your ID card or change your registration, or you're registering for the first time, then registration centers are now open in each constituency. Registration centers open every Tuesday from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. include City of Bridgetown Westbury Primary School, St. Michael East, St. Giles Primary School, St. Michael South Central, the St. Michael School, St. Michael Northeast Eunice Gibson Polyclinic Warrens, St. Michael Northwest Ellerslie Secondary School, St. Michael West Central Lawrence T. Gay Memorial School, Christchurch West Central Dighton Griffith Secondary School, and Christchurch South St. Lawrence Primary School. For details on documents to be presented, please visit www.gisbarbados.gov.bb and click on Resources, Downloads, and then General Information, or call the Electoral Department at 535-4800.
And welcome back. Now, Windies Cricket, along with other smaller cricket boards, are set to receive $4 million less in the new finance model approved today in London by the International Cricket Council at the ICC's annual general meeting. The Board of Control for Cricket in India will, however, receive a little over $100 million more than was agreed upon by a vast majority of the ICC board in meetings back in April. Under this model, India will now receive $405 million, $112 million more than in the original model, which was passed by 9 votes to 1 in Dubai back in April. In this final model, figures are based on the ICC's earning $2.75 billion in the new rights cycle from 2016 to 2023. Out of the full members' share, the BCCI will receive $405 million and the England Cricket Board $139 million. Cricket Australia, Cricket South Africa, Pakistan Cricket Board, New Zealand Cricket, Sri Lanka Cricket and Cricket West Indies along with the Bangladesh Cricket Board will receive $128 million each. Now, the West Indies women lost their second ICC Women's World Cup warm-up match today against South Africa women by 6 wickets at the Limekilns ground in England. Choosing to bat first, the Windies women were bowled out for a meagre 63 in just 23.5 overs. Opener Hayley Matthews top scored with 19. For South Africa, Mabasa Class was the pick of the bowlers. She took 4 for 14 from 4.5 overs. In reply, South Africa made 65 for 4 in 19 overs. For the Windies, Anisa Mohammed took 2 for 6, and coach Vasper Drake says that over the next couple of days, some more focus will be shown to techniques approaching the game, but he's not too worried at the moment.
We wanted to get into the game today. We didn't do that from a batting perspective, so we didn't put the runs on the board to be able to control the game. So a little bit disappointed in today's effort as a batting unit. It's just a matter of getting them to understand what it takes to build a batting innings, construct a score, put a target on the board where we can defend. So it's about building confidence, really. So that's certainly over the next couple of days, it will be getting into focus on playing positive cricket, playing brave cricket, and also playing smart cricket. Still looking at the combination, giving the ladies opportunities because they haven't played much cricket back home, and obviously to get the opportunity to play cricket here going into competition, I think that is a positive for us.
Afghanistan and Ireland have been approved as full members by the ICC, meaning they have become cricket's 11th and 12th test-playing nations. This was signed off by the ICC board in London today during the ICC's annual general meeting. The vote to allow Afghanistan and Ireland test status was unanimously supported. The 42nd running of the Pinnacle Feeds Midsummer Creole Classic Race Day is set for this Saturday at the Garrison Savannah. The race day is the second leg of the Triple Crown, in which only 5 horses have been able to win to date. Secretary and CEO of the Barbados Turf Club, Rosette Pierce, announced the start list for the Saturday's featured race.
In post position number 1, the girls them Sugar, 2, Nilos, 3, Vencedor, 4, Javelier, 5, Rockley, 6, Butterfly, 7, Zip Code, 8, Black Rock, 9, Oberoi, 10, Firecracker, who is reserve 1, 11, Soul to Soul, 12, Legion, and 13, Florette.
The featured race will see the owner taking home a trophy and $40,000, but a senior manager at Pinnacle Feeds, Adrian Yard, says that there will be also special prizes for jockeys and trainers.
Trainer who of the winning horse of all of the other events will be receiving 5 bags of Pinnacle horse feed, and the winner of the Midsummer Creole Classic, the trainer will receive 10 bags of horse feed from us. To involve also the jockeys and the grooms for the part that they play in making the sport a success, the winning jockey and the winning groom of each race will also receive a $50 voucher for Robert's products from our farm and pet mart at Lower Estate.
Yard also made a special announcement to the owner of Florette, who won the first leg of the Triple Crown and is the favorite going into Saturday's race.
Since this is the only horse that has an opportunity to win the Triple Crown, so should you be able to win this race on Saturday and keep the Triple Crown hopes alive, we will provide you with all of the horse pellets that you need in between now and the time of the Massey United Derby. And should you win the Massey United Derby, then we will sweeten the pot a little bit more.
And still to come, we go back live to the Oval for a T20 quarterfinal update.
Hi, my name is Francine Smith. I'm a waitress at the Pomeranian Hotel. How do I remain productive in my work? I personally focus on the task at hand. Not only do I think about today, I also think about tomorrow and beyond. And I also look for new ways to better myself, improve myself, and achieve my goals. Let's all do our part to be more productive citizens.
What's your rhythm?
94.7 FM, the rhythm of life.
Starting June 25th on 100.7 QFM.
If you had to be in a position to vote yes or no.
Issues of the day.
You can't live in a society where you don't feel like you're part of the society.
Matters that concern you.
So we stop locking up people for having a split.
The conversations that are buzzing everywhere.
You need to bridge that disconnect between the have and the have not.
Tune in to Walter Point 2, bringing clarity to national issues. Sundays 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. on 100.7 QFM with live viewing on CBC TV 8.
And welcome back to Sports. Now let's get another score from Sean Green at the Oval, the T20 quarterfinal, Maple versus Pickwick.
Okay, thank you very much, Maria, and welcome back to Kensington Oval. Well, we're in the course of the final over. We just have about 5 balls remaining. The score have moved on to 98 for 6. Now, what would have happened in the interval? We would have lost Albert. He went for 22, and that 22 came out 35 balls. It was then 88 for 6 at that time. And now we're into the last over, where at one point we thought they would struggle to make 100 runs, but some enterprising batting by Dominic Drakes. He is still there batting. He is actually not out on 39 from 35 balls. He has really been the mainstay for the Maple Leafs. Remember, they won the toss and they batted, got off to a very, very, very poor start. At one point, they didn't even look as though they would have made 50. They were 29 for 5. So far, the pick of the bowling, Deco Collymore, he has 2 for 17, and young Orion Seal 2 for 10. So if you can look behind me now, we're into the course of the last over. We have about 5 balls left, and that's a big hit. Well, no, it's not. He's going to be caught at point. And that is the 7th wicket going down. The score is exactly 100 for 7, as you can see. And that looks as though it is the stubborn Drakes. He was batting with his captain, Kurt Broom, but Dominic Drakes, he has been the main man for Maple, and it looks as though that's him that's heading back to the pavilion. And the chants behind me coming from the Pickwick supporters, they're really glad to see the back of him, and he is gone for a make him just about 40. We just have to wait on the scoreboard to put up the official score. But right now I can tell you 100 for 7. We're in the course of the final over. We just have about 4 balls left. So that is the position. Home Improvement Hardware Supplies Maple winning the toss and batting against Maple 100 for 7 at the Mecca.
Now, Graydon, Sealy and Queens College will clash in the final of the Cooperator's General Insurance Schools Junior Basketball League Tournament. Pinned in the semifinals yesterday, Graydon Sealy defeated Harrison College B team at 71-59. Ronaldo Simmons had a game-high 26 points for Graydon Sealy, assisted with 15 from Christopher Harewood and 10 from Tyreek Harewood. Meanwhile, QC got the better of 8C's A team by 8 points, 69-61. For QC, Godfrey July led with 17 points, that is. Deshaun Hinkson Mason had 15, Nicholas Grimes 14, and Nathan Moore 13 despite the loss. Tyron Alexander led HCA with 20 points, while Simeon Maynard had 11. Now here's a look at the games. Take a look at the top left of your screen as the scoreboard shows it. It was a locked game at 29-all at halftime as Queen's College once again met Harrison College A team, this time to play for a place in the league final. The college boys started the third quarter on fire, a big one to bring the bench to its feet. College with possession again, Simeon Maynard right where he's supposed to be and puts it up easily. On the other end, QC kept it a tight game and there was teamwork at its best with the shooting on point too. It was always at least a 4-point game to the leading team. QC with the upper hand, and players like this that belittle the D show just why. It was a basket for basket game. Man, these little men were playing like pros. And this was the basket that kept things even Stevens. Watch the passes. Nathan Moore to finish it up. End of the third, deadlock still at 47-all. Final quarter and the Husband boys went into overdrive. Deshaun Hinkson takes it all the way. He had a 15-point game. HC, as they did all game, had a response with the very next ball. Simeon Maynard, 2 of his 11. The QC defense shifted gears. Moore finds Nicholas Grimes off the board. College still in it, trailing now, but Tyron Alexander needed no help in adding 2 more. With a 1 minute 46 seconds on the clock, QC went up by 4. College, knowing it was crucial times, made the most of all opportunities. But just what you don't need when you are on the back foot, QC gets the foul, so it's to the free throw line. Godfrey July sinks the first, and the second is sealed. QC are in to take a chance at claiming the title, winning over College A yet again, this time at 69-61. Semi-final 2 was another rematch from the knockout semis. Graydon Sealy against College's B team. There was no doubt that the Paddock Road boys showed that they were in full control. Graydon Sealy was the more dominant side. Ronaldo Simmons, who was their point man, puts it up to make it a 41-25 lead at halftime. And the demolition continued. The ball is stolen and it's Christopher Harewood to put it in. HC had some shining moments. Azare Burgess nails it off the ring. But Harewood and Graydon Sealy continued to be in control. Easy does it. The college boys were small in stature, but Nathan Walk showed they could put in some big plays. But they were really no match for their opponents, who just made a mess of this, and I mean in a good way. Graydon Sealy walked into the league final, demolishing the College B team at 71-59. And here's what's going on tomorrow, June the 23rd. The first one international between the West Indies and India bowls off at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad with live broadcasts on TV8 starting from 9 a.m. Then the Pine Hill Dairy Primary School's netball playoffs move into the quarterfinal stage beginning at 9:30 a.m. at the Netball Stadium. Now, thanks for joining us for Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. I will be back tomorrow with more sports. Good night.